Hello everyone, I'm Cynthia Ruth, and in this video I will share with you several ways to help a child ages 3 through 5 years old develop executive functions that teach them responsibility. Also, don't miss my bonus tip at the end of this video. So if this video is for you, let's get right to it.
Welcome to Ruth Straight Talk, the channel designed to help teachers, parents, and students live fuller lives, become lifelong learners, and grow into the awesome human beings you were designed to be.
Children's executive function and self-regulation skills grow at a fast pace in children 3 to 5 years old. So it's important to adapt activities to match the skills of each child. Younger children need a lot of support in learning rules and structures, while older children can be more independent. Ultimately, the goal is to shift children away from relying on adults so the child is ready to try to reduce the support of adult supervision. Number 1, imaginary play. During intentional imaginary play, children develop rules to guide their actions in playing roles. They also hold complex ideas in mind and shape their actions to follow these rules, inhibiting impulses of actions that don't fit the role. Players often take ideas from their own lives, such as going to the doctor's office. They might act sick, be examined by a doctor, and get a shot. The doctor talks and acts like a doctor, that is calm and reassuring. The sick child talks and acts like a sick child, sad and scared, and the child playing the role as the parent talks and acts like a concerned parent, worried and caring. While younger children tend to play alone or in parallel, children in this age range are learning to play cooperatively and often regulate each other's behavior. A very important step in developing self-regulation. Ways to support high-level imaginary play. Read books, go on field trips, and use videos to make sure the child knows enough about the scenario and rules to support pretend play. Provide a varied set of props and toys to encourage this type of play. Younger preschoolers may need more realistic props to get the play started, for example, maybe a medical kit, while older children can repurpose other things to turn them into play props. For example, paper towel tube that can be used as a cast for a broken arm. Reusing familiar objects in a new way also practices cognitive flexibility. Allow children to make their own props. Children must determine what is needed, hold this information in mind, and then follow through without getting distracted. They also exercise selective attention, working memory, and planning. If the original plan doesn't work, the child needs to adjust their idea and try again, challenging their cognitive flexibility. Play plans that can be a good way to organize play, as shown by one education program designed to build self-regulation, Tools of the Mind. Children decide who they are going to be, what they're going to do before they start playing, and then draw out a plan on paper. Planning needs the children think first and then act, thus practicing inhibitory control. Planning play in a group also encourages children to plan together, hold these plans in mind, and apply them during the activity. It encourages social problem solving as well as oral language. Storytelling. Children love to tell stories. Their early stories tend to be a series of events, each one related to the one before, but lacking a larger structure. With practice, children develop more complex and organized plots. As the complexity of the storytelling grows, children begin to practice holding and manipulating information in working memory. Ways to support children's storytelling. Encourage children to tell you stories and write them down to be read again to the child. Children can also make pictures and create their own books. Revisiting the story either by reviewing pictures or words supports more intentional organization and greater elaboration. Tell group stories. One child starts the story and each person in the group adds something to it. Children need to pay attention to each other, reflect on possible plot twists, tailor their additions to fit the plot, thereby challenging their attention, working memory, and self-control. Have children act out stories that they've written. The story provides a structure that guides the children's actions and requires them to attend to the story and follow it, while inhibiting their impulse to create their own new plot. Bilingual families can tell stories in their home language. Research indicates that bilingualism can benefit a variety of executive function skills in children of all ages, so fostering fluency in a second language is valuable. Movement challenges, songs and games. The demands of songs and movement games support executive function because children have to move to a specific rhythm, synchronize words to actions, and to music. All of these tasks contribute to inhibitory control and working memory. It is important that these songs and games become increasingly complex to interest and challenge children as they develop more self-regulatory skills. Provide many opportunities for children to test themselves physically through access to materials such as climbing structures, balance beams, seesaws, etc. Setting challenges for children such as obstacle courses and games that encourage complex movements such as skipping, balancing, etc. can also be fun. When children are trying new and difficult activities, they need to focus attention, monitor and adjust their actions, and persist to achieve a goal. Encourage attention control through quieter activities that remind children to reduce stimulation and focus attention, such as using balance beams or yoga poses that include slow breathing. Play some music and have children dance really fast and then really slowly. Freeze dance is also fun, and it can be made more difficult by asking children to freeze in a particular position. Tools of the Mind also uses stick figures to direct the children's position. When the music stops, children must inhibit actions and shift their own attention to the picture to imitate the shape indicated. Songs that repeat and add to earlier sections, either through words or motions, are a great challenge to working memories, such as motions to "She'll Be Coming Round the Mountain," the words to "Bought Me a Cat," and backward counting songs such as "Five Green and Speckled Frogs," and songs repeating a long list like the alphabet song. Traditional song games like Circle Round the Zero are also fun. Complex actions, including finding partners, must be accomplished without distractions. Quiet games and other activities. Matching and sorting activities are still fun, but now children can be asked to sort by different rules, promoting cognitive flexibility. Children can first sort or match by one rule, such as by color, and then immediately switch to a new rule such as by shape. For a more challenging version, play a matching game by changing the rules of each pair. Quirkle and S-Match are commercially available games that challenge cognitive flexibility in this way. Or play a bingo or lotto game in which children have to mark a card with the opposite of what is called out by the leader. For example, when the leader calls out the word day, they need to put a chip on the nighttime picture. Children have to inhibit the tendency to mark the picture that matches while also remembering the game's rules. Increasingly complicated puzzles can engage children this age, exercising their visual working memory and planning skills. The bonus tip: cooking is also a lot of fun for young children. They practice inhibition when waiting for instructions, working memory while holding complicated directions in mind, and focusing attentions when measuring and counting. So there you have it, several ways to help your child aged 3 through 5 years old develop executive functions.
Thank you so much for visiting with us at ruthstraighttalk.com. If this video has helped you, please like us and leave us a comment at the bottom of the screen. And please subscribe to my channel for more great videos like this one. Until next time, happy learning and goodbye.